All right, everyone get ready, because today we are going to dive deep into DeepSeek.
DeepSeek.
This Chinese AI company that's making some serious noise in the large language model scene.
Yeah.
And we've got a ton of cool stuff to dig into, Wikipedia entries, news articles, and even DeepSeek's profile on Hugging Face.
Wow.
If you've ever wondered how a company goes from 0 to 100 in the AI world, well,
Yeah.
DeepSeek is the perfect example. Let's get started.
It's a story that really shows just how fast things are changing in AI.
Yeah,
I mean, we're all used to the big names, Google, OpenAI, but then DeepSeek comes out of nowhere.
totally.
And they're already making headlines.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. DeepSeek was founded in May 2023.
Okay.
So they're barely 2 years old at this point.
Wow.
And they're funded by this hedge fund, Highflyer,
High flyer.
which is really interesting because Highflyer was already using AI for stock trading.
Interesting.
So it's like they had this inside track on the potential of AI
Yeah.
and decided to just jump right into AGI research.
That's a huge advantage right there.
Right.
Not having to answer to venture capitalists who want to see profits right away.
Sure.
They could really focus on research and development, let their models cook
Yeah.
before releasing them.
And the release strategy was pretty wild, too. In November 2023, they dropped DeepSeek Coder,
Oh, yeah.
which was specifically for coding.
Uh-huh.
And it was completely free and open source.
Uh-huh.
Talk about making a statement.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
They showed everyone they were serious players.
For sure.
And they got developers all over the world using and talking about DeepSeek right from the start.
Then things really start heating up with DeepSeek V2 in May 2024.
V2.
This is the one that sparked a price war in China's AI market.
Oh, yeah.
The Financial Times even called it the Pinduoduo of AI because it was so much cheaper than anything else out there.
They were charging something like 2 RMB for
Yes.
every million output tokens.
What?
Ridiculously low.
That is crazy low.
It was suddenly even giants like ByteDance and Alibaba had to lower their prices to compete.
Wow.
And the crazy part is DeepSeek was actually making a profit while doing this.
While doing this.
Many of their rivals were losing money.
That's incredible.
It's like they cracked the code on making powerful AI affordable.
Yeah, it's like they found a secret sauce and they didn't stop there.
Nope.
They kept refining their models,
Right.
released DeepSeek R1 Lite Preview later that year,
R1 Lite Preview.
which actually went head-to-head with OpenAI's O1 on some seriously tough math problems.
That was a real turning point.
Right.
DeepSeek R1 Lite Preview wasn't always faster than O1.
Uh-huh.
But the fact that it could compete at all with one of OpenAI's top models,
Yeah.
it showed the world that they were a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, so then in December 2024, they released DeepSeek V3.
V3.
This one is a beast. It performed as well as big names like GPT-4o and Claude 3.5 Sonnet.
Wow.
But here's the kicker. It was trained in just 55 days and cost a mere $5.58 million.
55 days.
55 days.
That sent shockwaves through the AI community.
I bet.
It challenged this idea that you need tons of time and money
Right.
to develop cutting-edge AI.
Right.
DeepSeek was proving that with smart optimization,
Yeah.
a focus on efficiency.
Yeah.
You can achieve amazing results,
Yeah.
even with limited resources.
And they made DeepSeek V3 open source, too.
They did.
They're clearly not afraid to share their knowledge
Yep.
and let others build on their work.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big contrast
It is.
to the more closed-off approach of some of the other big players in the AI field.
It's a fascinating strategy.
Right.
On one hand, it allows for faster innovation and wider access to AI technology,
I see.
but it also raises questions about security and misuse.
For sure. We'll definitely need to dive deeper into those aspects later.
Definitely.
Okay, so it's January 2025 now,
Okay.
and DeepSeek just dropped 2 more models, DeepSeek R1 and DeepSeek R10.
R1 and R10.
These were what they call reasoning models. And they're designed to tackle even more complex tasks
Okay.
that require, like, logical thinking and problem solving.
DeepSeek R10
Yeah.
was trained entirely with reinforcement learning,
Oh, wow.
which is a really fascinating approach
Yeah.
where the AI learns through trial and error.
So it's like giving the AI a goal and just letting it figure out how to get there.
Exactly.
That sounds super futuristic.
Woo.
But I guess there's always a trade-off, right? What was the catch with DeepSeek R10?
Well, the output wasn't very easy for humans to understand.
Oh, I see.
It's like having a brilliant mind that can't really articulate its thoughts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's where DeepSeek R1 comes in.
Okay.
They took the power of reinforcement learning and combined it with supervised fine-tuning, which essentially means they trained it on a data set of human-readable texts.
So DeepSeek R1 is like the eloquent spokesperson for the brilliant but slightly awkward DeepSeek R10.
That's a great way to put it.
And they've even created distilled versions of DeepSeek R1 based on popular open source architectures like Qwen and Llama.
Qwen and Llama.
Okay, I'm curious about these distilled models. What are they all about?
Think of them like compact, energy-efficient versions of the original model.
Okay.
They're designed to be more accessible to researchers and developers who might not have access to huge computing resources.
So DeepSeek is not just creating powerful AI.
No.
They're making sure that powerful AI is available to a wider audience.
Exactly.
It's like they want to democratize access to this technology.
Exactly. And that's a huge part of what makes DeepSeek so interesting. They're not just playing the game, they're changing the rules.
Yeah, it really is a whole new way of thinking about AI development. It makes you wonder, what are the implications of this approach?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Open sourcing powerful AI models could lead to incredible breakthroughs.
Yeah.
But it also comes with certain risks.
Like what kind of risks are we talking about?
Well, let's talk about security first. When anyone can access the code, it becomes easier for bad actors to find and exploit vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
Remember that prompt injection issue they had with their chatbot?
Yeah, that's true. We can't forget about the potential downsides, even with all this amazing progress. So how do we balance the benefits of open source AI with the need for security?
It's a tough challenge.
Yeah.
We need robust security measures built into these models from the ground up. But we also need a community-driven approach. The more eyes we have on the code, the faster we can spot and fix problems.
So it's like a collective responsibility. Yeah. The AI community as a whole needs to step up and ensure these models are used safely.
Exactly. It's not just about DeepSeek.
Right.
It's about creating a culture of responsible AI development across the board.
Okay, so we've got security concerns, but what about the bigger picture? DeepSeek's success has a lot of people talking about the global AI landscape, especially the dynamic between the U.S. and China. It's like we're seeing a new kind of AI arms race emerge.
It's definitely shaking things up. For years, the U.S. has been seen as the leader in AI.
Yeah.
But DeepSeek's rapid progress shows that China is a serious contender.
Right.
And their open source strategy is attracting talent and collaborators from all over the world.
So it's not just about national competition anymore. It's more like a global network of researchers and developers with DeepSeek at the center of it all.
That's a really interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
DeepSeek is becoming a hub for AI innovation, and their open source approach could lead to a more decentralized and collaborative future for the field.
Okay, so let's bring this back to you, our listener.
Yeah.
What does DeepSeek's story mean for someone who isn't an AI expert?
It means that we're entering a new era of AI,
Okay.
where the technology is becoming more powerful, more affordable, and more accessible than ever before.
So it's not just a topic for tech insiders anymore. AI is something that everyone needs to be aware of and thinking about.
Absolutely. It's going to impact our lives in profound ways, from the jobs we do to the way we interact with the world around us.
Okay, so DeepSeek is pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Yeah.
But they're also raising some big questions.
They are.
Questions about security ethics and the future of the global AI landscape.
And these are questions that we all need to be talking about.
For sure.
DeepSeek's story is a reminder that AI isn't just a technological advancement.
Right.
It's a societal one.
Right.
It's up to all of us to shape how this technology is developed and used.
All right, that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
But before we get too lost in the big picture, let's zoom back in on DeepSeek's models themselves.
Okay.
We've talked about a bunch of them: Coder, LLM, V2, R1 Lite Preview.
Yeah.
But they all kind of blend together after a while.
You're right. It's easy to get lost in the alphabet soup of AI model names.
Yeah.
But each one represents a step forward in DeepSeek's journey and highlights their unique approach to AI development.
Okay, so let's break it down. Let's start with DeepSeek Coder, their first big release. What was so special about it?
Well, remember, this was back in November 2023 when DeepSeek was a brand new company trying to make a name for themselves.
Right.
And they come out swinging with DeepSeek Coder, a model specifically designed for coding tasks.
And it was free and open source, right? That was a pretty bold move for a company just starting out.
It was a brilliant strategy.
Yeah.
It instantly put them on the map and attracted a huge community of developers who were eager to try out this new tool.
So they weren't just building a product, they were building a community around their product.
Exactly. And that community-driven approach has been a key part of their success ever since.
Okay, so DeepSeek Coder was a hit, and then they followed up with DeepSeek LLM, which I'm guessing stands for Large Language Model.
You got it. DeepSeek LLM was a more general-purpose model, capable of doing things like text generation translation and question answering. It was a significant step up in terms of scale and ambition.
And it paved the way for their subsequent models, right?
Absolutely. DeepSeek LLM was like the foundation upon which they built their future successes.
Got it.
It allowed them to experiment with different architectures and training techniques, which led to even more powerful and efficient models down the line.
Okay, so we've got Coder LLM, and then things really take off with DeepSeek V2. This is the one that sparked the price war.
Right. Again, DeepSeek V2 was a game changer. It was significantly cheaper than competing models, yet it offered comparable performance.
Wow.
It forced other companies to rethink their pricing strategies and accelerated the democratization of AI access in China.
It's like they were saying AI shouldn't just be for the wealthy or the tech giants. It should be available to everyone.
And that's a powerful message.
Yeah.
It resonates with researchers, developers, and entrepreneurs who are excited about the potential of AI, but might not have the resources to access the most advanced tools.
So DeepSeek V2 was a big win for them, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They kept pushing the boundaries with DeepSeek R1 Lite Preview, which was their first attempt at a reasoning model.
R1 Lite Preview was an important stepping stone.
Yeah.
It showed that DeepSeek was serious about developing AI systems that could not only generate text and code, but also reason through complex problems and provide step-by-step explanations for their solutions.
It was like they were moving beyond simple language processing and into the realm of true artificial intelligence.
Exactly. And while R1 Lite Preview wasn't perfect, it showed the world that DeepSeek was capable of competing with the best in the business when it came to developing reasoning capabilities.
Okay, so R1 Lite Preview set the stage for DeepSeek V3, which was their most powerful and efficient model yet.
DeepSeek V3 was a real breakthrough. It achieved state-of-the-art performance on a wide range of tasks.
Wow.
And it was trained in a fraction of the time and cost of other leading models.
And they made it open source, too. It's like they were saying, we're not just going to lead the pack. We're going to share our secrets with the world.
It was a bold move that cemented their position as a leader in the open source AI movement.
So DeepSeek V3 was a huge milestone. And then they followed up with DeepSeek R1, which was their most advanced reasoning model yet.
DeepSeek R1 is a fascinating model. They actually released 2 versions of it. DeepSeek R1 and DeepSeek R10 was trained purely using reinforcement learning, which allowed it to learn through trial and error in a more human-like way.
That's incredible. It's like they're teaching AI to think for itself.
In a sense, yes, reinforcement learning has the potential to revolutionize AI development.
Yeah.
But it also comes with its own set of challenges.
Like what were the limitations of DeepSeek R10?
The main issue was that its output was often difficult for humans to understand. It was like having a brilliant mind trapped in a body that couldn't communicate effectively.
So they had to find a way to bridge the gap between AI thinking and human understanding.
Exactly. And that's where DeepSeek R1 came in.
Okay.
They combined the power of reinforcement learning with supervised fine-tuning.
Yeah.
Which essentially means they trained the model on a data set of human-readable text.
So they took the raw brilliance of R10 and polished it up so that it could communicate its insights in a way that humans could grasp.
That's a great way to put it. And they went even further by creating distilled versions of DeepSeek R1 based on popular open source architectures like Qwen and Llama.
Okay, remind me again. Why are these distilled models so important?
They're crucial for making AI technology accessible to a wider audience. Not everyone has access to the massive computing resources needed to run the most advanced AI models.
Right.
But distilled models allow researchers, developers, and even hobbyists with more modest hardware to experiment with and utilize these powerful tools.
So DeepSeek is not just creating powerful AI, they're creating powerful AI that everyone can use.
That's their vision, and it's a vision that's resonating with people all over the world.
Okay, we've talked a lot about the positive aspects of DeepSeek's approach, but we'd be remiss if we didn't address some of the potential downsides and risks.
You're right. It's important to be realistic and acknowledge that no technology is without its challenges.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Open source AI models, by their very nature, are more vulnerable to security vulnerabilities, right?
That's a valid concern. when the code is freely available,
Yeah.
it's easier for malicious actors to find and exploit weaknesses.
Right.
We saw this with the prompt injection issue in DeepSeek's chatbot.
Right. That was a bit of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
It highlighted the need for robust security measures, especially as AI becomes more integrated into our daily lives.
Absolutely. And the open source nature of DeepSeek's models adds another layer of complexity to this challenge.
Okay.
We need to find ways to promote responsible disclosure of vulnerabilities,
Right.
encourage the development of security tools specifically for open source AI, and foster a culture of security awareness within the AI community.
So it's not just about DeepSeek taking responsibility. It's about the entire AI community stepping up and working together to ensure these models are used safely.
Exactly. It's a shared responsibility.
Okay, so security is a big concern, but there are also ethical considerations that we can't ignore.
Absolutely. The open availability of powerful AI models raises some serious ethical questions.
Like what?
For example, what happens when these models are used to generate harmful content, spread misinformation, or create deepfakes that are indistinguishable from reality?
It's a scary thought. It's like giving anyone with an internet connection access to a weapon that could be used for good or evil.
And that's precisely why we need to have serious conversations about AI ethics.
Yeah.
We need to develop guidelines and regulations for the responsible use of AI.
Right.
And we need to find ways to mitigate the risks without stifling innovation.
But how do we do that? How do we strike that balance?
It's not easy, but I think a key part of the solution is to involve a wide range of stakeholders in the conversation.
Yeah, we need to hear from developers, policymakers, ethicists, and the public at large.
Yeah.
We need to be transparent about the capabilities and limitations of AI.
Right.
And we need to work together to ensure that this technology is used for good.
Okay, so security and ethics are major concerns. But there's another potential downside that we haven't touched upon yet. Unintended consequences.
Ah, yes. The unknown unknowns.
Exactly. AI is still a relatively young field.
It is.
And we're constantly making new discoveries. We can't always predict how these systems will behave or what the long-term consequences of their actions might be.
You're right. It's like we're explorers venturing into uncharted territory.
Yeah.
We need to proceed with caution, humility, and a willingness to learn and adapt as we go.
So it's not just about building powerful AI, it's about building AI that we understand and can control.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
We need to be thoughtful about the goals we set for AI, the data we feed it, and the ways in which we integrate it into our lives. Okay, so we've talked about the potential downsides, but let's not forget about the incredible opportunities that DeepSeek's work presents. Despite the challenges, AI has the potential to revolutionize so many aspects of our lives, right?
Absolutely. We're already seeing the impact of AI in fields like healthcare, finance, transportation, and education.
Yeah.
And as the technology continues to advance, its potential applications are limitless.
So let's indulge in a bit of optimism. How could DeepSeek's models, particularly their open source models, be used to benefit society? What are some of the exciting possibilities?
Well, imagine a world where AI could accelerate scientific discovery, helping us find cures for diseases, develop sustainable energy solutions, or even unravel the mysteries of the universe.
That's a pretty amazing thought.
Yeah.
AI is a force for good, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding.
And the open source nature of DeepSeek's models means that scientists around the world could collaborate on these grand challenges, sharing their data, their insights, and their code to accelerate progress.
It's like a global brain trust, powered by AI and fueled by a shared desire to make the world a better place.
Exactly. And this collaborative spirit could extend to other fields as well. Imagine using DeepSeek's models to create personalized learning experiences for students.
Wow.
Develop intelligent assistants that can help us manage our daily lives.
Okay.
Or even design smart cities that are more efficient, sustainable, and livable.
It's like giving everyone access to a powerful toolkit for innovation and problem solving.
Precisely. And that's the beauty of open source AI. It empowers people to create solutions that are tailored to their specific needs and contexts, fostering a more diverse and inclusive ecosystem of AI applications.
So DeepSeek's work is not just about advancing AI technology.
No.
It's about democratizing access to that technology and empowering people to use it for good.
Yeah.
Their story is a reminder that innovation can come from unexpected places.
Absolutely.
And that even small companies can have a huge impact on the world.
I couldn't agree more. Their journey is a testament to the power of human ingenuity and the boundless potential of AI technology.
Sure.
And they're just getting started.
It's truly inspiring. Okay, so we've covered DeepSeek's impressive journey, their groundbreaking models, and the potential benefits and risks of their open-source approach.
We have.
We've explored the security concerns, the ethical considerations, and the possibility of unintended consequences.
We have.
But before we wrap up this deep dive, I think it's important to bring it back to you, our listener.
Right. This isn't just a story about a Chinese AI company. It's a story about the future of technology, the importance of collaboration, and the power of innovation to shape our world.
DeepSeek's rapid rise tells us that the AI landscape is changing quickly.
It is.
And that the future of AI is far from certain. We're seeing innovation coming from unexpected places.
We are.
And the old rules no longer apply.
The traditional barriers to entry are crumbling, and the playing field is leveling.
Yeah.
This means that anyone with the right ideas, the right skills, and the right attitude can contribute to this exciting field.
DeepSeek's embrace of open-source development is a game changer.
It is.
It's fostering a global community of collaborators.
Yeah.
Accelerating the pace of innovation and democratizing access to powerful AI tools.
And their focus on affordability and accessibility means that these tools are no longer just for the elite.
Right.
They're for everyone.
So what does this all mean for you? It means that the future of AI is in your hands.
It means that you have the opportunity to be a part of this incredible revolution.
Yeah.
To learn about AI, to experiment with AI tools.
Right.
And to contribute to the development of AI applications that can benefit society.
It means that you can be a part of shaping the future of technology.
Yes.
And ensuring that AI is used for good.
And it means that you need to stay informed and engaged.
Yeah.
The AI landscape is evolving rapidly.
Yeah.
And it's crucial that we all understand the potential benefits and risks of this powerful technology.
So, dear listener, we encourage you to continue exploring the world of AI, to stay curious, to ask questions, and to be a part of this incredible journey.
The future of AI is not predetermined. It's a future that we're creating together. And your voice, your ideas, and your actions matter.
Now, before we sign off, let's leave you with a thought-provoking question to ponder. We've talked about the importance of collaboration and open-source development in the AI field.
We have.
But we've also discussed the potential risks associated with this approach, particularly regarding security and the potential for misuse.
So here's the question. How do we strike the right balance between openness and security in the development and deployment of AI technology?
Yeah.
It's a complex question with no easy answers.
Right.
But it's a question that we need to grapple with as we navigate the uncharted waters of the AI revolution.
And it's a question that we believe you, our insightful listener, are capable of pondering and contributing to. Until next time, keep diving deep and stay curious.
Yeah, it really does get to the heart of what we've been talking about today, this whole openness versus security thing.
Yeah.
Collaboration versus control.
Right.
These are the tensions that we're going to have to figure out how to deal with. Yeah.
As we move into this new AI world.
And it's not an easy question to answer.
No, it's not.
You know, there are trade-offs to consider.
Right.
Different viewpoints.
Yeah.
I mean, DeepSeek's approach is definitely leaning way towards openness.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done incredible things with that.
Yeah, they have.
But it's also led to some really tough challenges.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So is their approach the right one? Is open source the best way to develop AI? Or do we need more rules, more people watching over everything?
I don't think there's one right answer for everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, the exciting thing about AI right now is that we're seeing all these different approaches.
Yeah.
You've got companies like DeepSeek pushing the boundaries of open source, and then you've got others being much more cautious, keeping things proprietary.
So it's like we're watching this giant experiment unfold in real time.
Exactly.
Trying out different models, different ways of thinking.
Yeah.
To see what actually works best.
And that's what makes it so fascinating.
Yeah.
We're learning as we go, you know,
right.
Adapting, changing our understanding of what AI can be and how we can use it.
Okay, so let's say we had a crystal ball.
Ah.
What do you think the future holds for DeepSeek? Where do they go from here?
Well, they've definitely set a high bar.
They have.
They went from nothing to superstars in the AI world really quickly. But they're also facing some serious competition.
Right.
Not just from the big names, but from all these other up-and-coming companies in China and all over the world.
So no time to rest on their laurels.
Exactly.
They got to keep innovating, keep pushing the boundaries.
AI is moving so fast.
Yeah.
What's amazing today is old news tomorrow.
Totally.
DeepSeek needs to stay flexible, keep experimenting, and keep listening to the AI community.
And what about the big picture, the global AI landscape? How do you see that changing?
I think we're going to see a move away from the U.S. being the center of AI.
Okay.
We're already seeing amazing innovation from China.
Right.
And other countries are starting to step up, too.
So a more balanced AI world.
I think so.
Less dominance from one country or one company.
Exactly. And I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Having different ways of thinking, different approaches, that's what drives innovation.
And what about open source development? Do you think that's going to keep being a big deal in AI?
I think so. Open source has really proven itself.
Yeah.
It's a powerful way to get people working together and make progress fast. But it needs to grow up a bit.
In what way?
We need to solve the security problems,
right.
Build better tools for managing and sharing these models, and create a stronger sense of responsibility among developers.
So a more mature and responsible approach to open source AI.
Exactly. It's not about giving up on openness.
Right.
It's about making it work for this new age of AI.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've talked about DeepSeek's amazing journey, their innovative models, the good and the bad of their open source approach, and what it all means for the future of AI globally.
And now it's time to bring it all back to you, our listener.
Yeah, this isn't just a story about a company in China.
No, it's not.
It's a story about the future of technology.
Yeah.
About how important it is to work together.
Absolutely.
And how innovation can really change the world. DeepSeek's quick rise to the top shows us that the AI world is changing fast, and that the future of AI is wide open. We're seeing new ideas coming from unexpected places, and the old ways of doing things just don't cut it anymore.
The barriers are breaking down, and the playing field is becoming more level. This means that anyone with the right ideas, skills, and attitude can make a difference in this exciting field.
DeepSeek's decision to embrace open source development is a game changer. It's creating a global community of people working together, speeding up innovation, and giving everyone access to powerful AI tools.
And by making these tools affordable and accessible, they're ensuring that they're not just for the elite, but for everyone.
So what does this mean for you? It means the future of AI is in your hands.
It means you have the chance to be part of something truly revolutionary, to learn about AI, experiment with the tools, and contribute to developing AI applications that can benefit society.
It means you can help shape the future of technology and make sure AI is used for good.
And it means you need to stay informed and engaged. The AI landscape is constantly evolving, so it's essential for all of us to understand the potential benefits and risks of this powerful technology.
So we encourage you, our listeners, to keep exploring the world of AI, stay curious, ask questions, and be a part of this incredible journey.
The future of AI isn't set in stone. It's a future we're creating together, and your voice, your ideas, and your actions have a real impact.
Now, before we wrap up, let's leave you with one final thought.
We've
been talking about DeepSeek as this company full of brilliant minds pushing the limits of AI.
But at the end of the day, it's a human story.
Yeah, it is.
A story about ambition, ingenuity, collaboration, and the desire to make a positive impact on the world.
And that's a story we can all relate to no matter who we are or what we do. It reminds us that we all have a part to play in shaping the future of AI, and the choices we make today will have a huge impact on the world tomorrow.
So stay curious, stay engaged, and keep the conversation going. The future of AI is being written right now, and you have the power to be a part of it.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this episode of The Deep Dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the amazing world of AI.